Hose, hose, hose! Merry Christmas again! Can't believe it's already been a year. Time frickin' flies. And, in keeping with holiday tradition, in keeping with the spirit of the season, we've got another Sakura game to go through. I really enjoy these once a year sort of thing, because 3 hours of this is about all I can take for once every 12 months. So let's get cracking. I've never played this one, of course, as is always. I feel a foot prodding me as I lie in bed. Disgruntled, I turn over, trying my best to ignore it. However, the prodding does not stop. I slowly open my eyes to see who is disturbing my sleep. Wow. That is a hell of an outfit. Damn. Come on, Akira. Get up. Now. Alright. I let out a loud yawn and slowly stretch myself out. The knots of my muscles in my shoulder unwind slowly. So I gotta say, right off the hop, compared to last Christmas with our swimming one, we're already loads ahead. We've woke up with a girl in the bed as opposed to unable to get one of them. Oh, she's an assistant. What does my cute assistant want today? It's not me. They want to see you at HQ today. HQ does, eh? It'll be a quick check on my current status. Due to a couple of incidences where I happened to get distracted by... They had to assign someone to keep me on track. Oh, are we James Bond, but like not James Bond?
Huh?
That person was Kimiko. It's hard to believe, but we've been together for years. Aww. Hurry up, get dressed already. Right. Hey, not in front of me. But you're my assistant, right? Yeah, Bond, James Bond. You really are shameless. Of course we are. On the plus side, it's really fun to tease Kimiko. I don't doubt that. And she's quite attractive too, I must say. I agree. And here we enter into the reason why I can only play one of these games a year, because plump in all the right places is really hard to say out loud without, like, deeply cringing. She'll give in to my charms one day, I'm sure. Oh, really? I'm surprised that... Okay. You're adorable when you get angry like that. There you go again, saying things like that. Anyway, what's for breakfast? I cooked it a long time ago. Why don't we prepare some more right now? If it's already prepared, why would we... Akira, we don't have time for that. There's always time to get something to eat. She walks out of the room for a moment. Kimiko? She comes back with a plate. You can have the burnt toast, then. Well, thank you for 2 dark slabs which resemble charcoal more than food are presented before me. This should be enough to start the day. Oh, you flirty bitch. I'm not eating charcoal. Well, this is the only thing we have on such short notice. You mean to burn the toast and you're giving it to me? Well, you want to eat right now, so here is your food. Kimiko can be a little bit of a sadist when she wants to be. Right? Is there like peanut butter or anything on this? I take the plate from her and shovel the burnt toast into my mouth.
Huh?
Akira, you weren't supposed to actually eat it. Ignoring her, I continue to chew on it. With great effort, I managed to swallow. Not the worst meal I've had, actually. You really are something else, Akira. One more thing like that, and I really am going to register a complaint. That we ate your awful cooking? While a complaint would really be a problem for me, she never actually seems to go through with it. And I'm not surprised. When she actually does, it will probably catch me completely off guard. Hey, I'm an agent, aren't I? Aren't it? I also missed the really, really bad typos. Hey, I'm an agent, aren't it? What's a little burnt toast compared to the things we face together each day? She just shakes her head. Well, you better hurry up then, or I'm leaving without you. But why would you leave without me? You have to bring me along if you want to begin your report. Kimiko just shakes her head. Hurry up. I want to go to Pancake.
Oh, God, it's so good.
We've got Pasta Noir, which sounds actually like a great place. It's a fairly long walk to HQ from where we are. Zen Sushi. Pachinko on the second floor. I like to take my time, too. Much to Kimiko's regret. She's practically dragging me towards it. Come on, hurry up. We're going to be running late. We are running late.
Bruh.
I don't really mind if we do. That's the kind of attitude that landed you and me in this mess. Am I really so much of a burden? I just shrugged. Oh well, like it or not, this is me. Well, you can always work on improving your flaws as a person. It's very important, Akira. She's playing with her hair while she says this. I don't believe a word she's saying. I'll do that later, maybe. Procrastination is another flaw you need to work on. I'll do it eventually. She just sighs. Maybe I should change the topic. So, has there been any major incursions lately? None reported yet. It's been an unusually quiet week. Maybe they finally took the hint and stayed in whatever weird dimension they called home? Okay, we're starting to get a little bit of backstory on what the hell's going on. I swear, I hate dealing with extra dimensionals. Alright. Aliens, or something. Then why did you choose the job? Free trips around the world. And the possibility of meeting many women.
Wow.
It is a bad James Bond. Your face is getting perverted again. I know exactly what you're thinking. Tell me then. Why should I tell you when we already both know? Kimiko, while she obviously has a bit of obstruction to my little side adventures, she's fun company to have around.
Oh my god, dog.
Oh, hell.
Even when I'm not sneaking a glance at her thighs. I mean, she's wearing the right attire for it. No matter what way I hit on her, it's water off a duck's back. I have a good mind to put in a bad word for you. But you have a bad mind. A dirty one, just like me. Do not drag me down to the depths of your perversion. Try and stop me. She gets all pouty at me. You're getting a formal complaint from me. Bring it up with HR. Okay, I'll reel it in. Unfortunately, I'm on a tight leash at the moment. Kimiko seems to tolerate most of my teasing, but I am actually worried she might file a formal complaint about my behavior. What? Really? My one saving grace is that I perform really well in the field, despite getting distracted fairly easily. We should be arriving at HQ soon anyway. You remember the way, right? Of course I do. We pass through the shopping district, take a right past the park, and enter through the back door of what appears to be an abandoned factory. Oh, we're doing the whole Men in Black thing, are we? Oh, we are doing the whole Men in Black thing. As soon as we slip through the secret entrance, we hear alarms going off. There seems to be a commotion around here. Also some swanky music. This is some good piano. There are people hurrying all over the place. Looks like we'll have to worry about your interview later. There must be an incursion happening right now. If it's just an incursion, there wouldn't be this many people panicking. Whatever this is, it appears to be on a much bigger scale. Let's head to the briefing room for now. I just noticed her hairstyle is like almost like the Princess Leia buns, but also kind of looks like the alien-esque, out of this world 1950s comb. Agreed. Now's not a good time to be silly then. This all sounds like it's fairly serious. Arriving at the briefing room, we see multiple incursions on the city map. In fact, more and more of them are popping up right now. So many. No wonder it's been so quiet. Yeah, I cannot help but frown. More and more dots on the map appear as everyone looks up on it. Up? I thought the map was down, but whatever. Keeping this invasion a secret is going to be pretty hard. There are invasions at these locations. The species is an Entangler class enemy. Entity. Entangler class. I already know where that's going. Oh no. Not the space squids again. I knew where it was going, and they're like a ball of tentacles, which molest any girl unfortunate enough to get near them. That's nasty. Yeah, nasty little things. Quite frankly, you should buy a girl dinner at least before you get to stuff like that. Yeah, no kidding. I guess we'd better go out and deal with these incursions. Well, someone has to do it. Kimiko, way to put it. Kimiko looks determined today. Alright. Our catchphrase is evidently alright.
Are you all alright?
This is peak hour, but we've managed to evacuate everyone from here. Entanglers usually come out at night, so this is the only time we'll be able to hunt them down. And we've gone from piano to saxophone. I take a moment to check my gun. Oh, we're packing heat. It should be a high enough caliber to put these damn squids to rest. Oh, we're packing serious heat. We got the Desert Eagle. Are you ready, Kimiko? But wait, Kimoko? What the fuck? Did her name change? This gotta be a typo. Yeah, it's Kimiko. Kimiko. Unfortunately, these slippery little creatures don't usually come out of their hiding places unless they see a woman. So, for better or for worse, we're gonna have to use Kimiko as bait, not Komoko. Sorry about this. The mere idea of having those things touch you is disgusting to me. It's okay, Kira. I knew full well what I would have to go through when I joined the agency. Did you really? Did you really? Don't worry. We'll lure them out with no trouble at all. I agree. I can only hope that we do. I know you hate entanglers, but we have to do our best today. What? Why do I? What is Akira? I know. Well, I'd dispose of these things by myself without much trouble. It's kind of nice to have an assistant to help out on it. You ready? Yeah, all right is our catchword, or catchphrase this time. She nods with determination. Also slowly, she walks out into the open. For a few minutes, nothing seems to change. It's eerily quiet. Kimiko, do you see anything? I call her over the comms. Weird. Normally they would come out by now. Something isn't right. She looks around her. You're right. This doesn't feel like we're the ones setting the trap. Rather, we're the ones being lured into a trap. That's exactly it. Maybe you shouldn't try enticing them with a different dress. I'm not gonna do something like that here. No one's watching. Fine. If I know what dress she would put on, it would be that one. Done. You really are getting better with that ability of yours? Does she have some sort of like mystique dress changing ability? Shape shifting? Please be quiet. It's always such a nervous wait when we need to do this. But the fact that none of them have appeared makes me even more nervous. The last thing I need is for my partner to be hit by one of these space squids. You're not feeling safe. Retreat back to cover and we'll work out another plan. She begins to slowly back off, away from the open street. Bit by bit, the tension in the air begins to build. You could slice it with a knife. I hear the sound of something squishing with a pop out of something. Damn, it's an entangler. Ah! Kimiko's voice comes over the comms. Kimiko! I rush out to see what's going on. Wow, that's a... like Chinese dress? Also, we've gone from saxophone to guitar. You've ruined my clothes. Ruined is hardly the word I would use to describe it. In fact, it might be an improvement. Those... It's cute attire she's wearing. And I love the way that the torn material exposes her chest more. Yes, this is an absolutely perfect addition to her dress. Still though, it was an entangler that did it. Are we gonna actually see the entanglers or no? That ruins it. A deep frown forms on her face as I see something begin to materialize in her hand. That's they can materialize guns? It's her gun. She begins opening fire on the entangler. It quickly dissolves underneath the barrage of white-hot projectiles. I jump in and watch her back. There's more of them coming this way. Got it. Together, the two of us stand back to back, firing as more and more entanglers begin to emerge from the shadows. Whoever shoots more of them has to shout lunch tomorrow? Shout lunch. I don't even know what that word could possibly... Buy lunch? Pack lunch? As if I'm gonna lose to you. Kimiko may seem sweet and innocent enough. Once she gets her blood up, she's a devil in a shootout. We don't stop. We keep moving and shooting. Damn squids are everywhere. How could there be so many of them appearing at once? I guess it doesn't really matter now. The important thing is to dispose all of these creatures. I've gotten about 7 of them so far. Really? I'm on 10. Alright, we're having the Legolas versus Gimli thing here. You're such a liar. I shrug. We can do the counting after we're done here. I don't know where these entanglers are coming from, nor why they only target girls. Doubt both of those things. But the last thing I want is those nasty things attacking any woman on my world. So I will hunt every single one of them down to the ends of the earth. Bit by bit, their numbers begin to dwindle. Even though they're repulsive creatures, I know they aren't stupid. They are probably hiding away after seeing their comrades fall in such large numbers. I turn to look at Kimiko for a moment. I like your panties, by the way. Why do you have to say something like that now? She gets a little flustered. So I can win her bet. Akira, you're gonna get a formal complaint. Sure I will. The dot. We've cleaned up the incursion for the most part. Kimiko's already repaired her clothes. Okay, so she does have some sort of clothes beam. So it looks like it was a tie. Oh well. The important thing is we got rid of them and everyone is safe. Since it's a tie, why don't we go half and half? Why not? You've got a deal. Great. Where do you want to eat? We'll work that out later. We still have to get through that interview, don't we? Yes, we do. Oh well. After then. You know, it's really interesting to see that ability of yours. She's able to form solid objects from nothing. Okay, so she doesn't have a clothes beam. She's the, I don't even know. I don't know enough about My Hero Academia, but she's that girl who can form shit out of her own body. It's also rather convenient when she has to repair certain things, like clothes. Actually, no, it's inconvenient.
Bruh.
I guess that's why the agency picked me. Yeah, you're an alien too, aren't you? They do tend to go for people with unusual power. What? Okay, wait a second. Are we human? Do we have superpowers? There's people like you, Akira. Do we have superpowers? Even though you have lots of personality flaws, that doesn't mean you need a special power. So we're powerless. It's not like I have an inferiority complex or anything. You don't need to butter me up. She shakes her head. I really mean it. You're kind of a pain when it comes to day-to-day stuff. There's no one better around when you need somebody to watch your back. You're gonna make me blush. Thanks, I guess? You're welcome. Anyway, what did you want for lunch? The full moon is out behind you. I think we missed lunch. In fact, I know for a fact we missed lunch because the entanglers don't come out unless it's dark out. And with full moon, I'm gonna say it's midnight. We ate burnt toast for breakfast, skipped lunch, skipped dinner, and now we're talking about lunch. Can we go to the place that serves the spicy barbecue ribs? Barbecue was spelt wrong. I'm pretty sure barbecue is spelt with a Q. Your love for gigantic stacks of ribs is gonna be your undoing, Kimiko. You might become fat.
Damn.
Her face turns pale as I say that. Fat? Don't tease me about that. Yeah, I was only joking. You better have been. Anyway, that's the other drinking game word in this. All right, and anyway. We should head back now. Since we had to wait for nightfall, your interview will be tomorrow. Yeah, and you're still talking about lunch? You'll put in a good word for me, right? We'll see. Now you're starting to make me nervous. Someone has to keep you on your toes, Akira. After all, we wouldn't want you Whoa, okay, let's try that sentence again.
It's rewind time.
After all, we wouldn't want you to go back to how you were before. Do you even remember? Okay, this is an awkward question. Do you even remember if you ever turned up on time for work before we partnered up? I probably didn't, actually. It's a weird phrasing. The two of us quietly talk as we walk out of the busy district. Oh, we just got an achievement for completing our first mission. And now everybody on Steam knows that we played Sakura for Christmas. Spoilers! Board member. Oh, okay. Well then, Kimiko's reports have been rather consistent, and the results cannot be denied. Increased productivity, showing up to work on time, no side adventure. Wow! Robbed of our side adventures. To use terminology that you used to share with us all the time. The board member nods to herself. I think that this arrangement has proven to be a good influence on you. However, I would like to remind everybody that we cannot afford to have any loose cannons in this agency. If Kimiko reports even the slightest thing off, you know what will happen. I'm aware. Total mind scrubbing and reassignment to a mundane office job where they can keep an eye on me. Not the nicest thing that could happen to somebody, for sure. Well then, Akira. Meeting adjourned. I cannot help but let out a sigh of relief as I leave the room. Not to say that I'm the sort of guy who wavers in the face of adversity, but damn. The board members in there can cut steel with their glances alone. Kimiko appears again. It went well, I take it. Well enough, I guess. There won't be any mind scrubbing in the near future. That's good then. It would really be a waste to mind scrub you. I think so too. I was trying to be nice to you and you use it to boost your ego. That's what the point of a compliment is, Kimiko. Being nice isn't going to fry the space squids when they come wriggling out of... Come to think of it, has anyone worked out where those things are coming from yet? They say another dimension. That much is apparent. But what kind of dimension exactly? They don't look that smart. I just shrugged. I guess it doesn't matter too much, but it kind of does. How are they capable of interdimensional travel if they look stupid? If they are stupid. The important thing is I get to keep my mind in its current state. Working for an agency that covers up or disposes anything deemed too abnormal for the public eye sure has its downsides. Welcome to Men in Black. Anime in Black. Men in Anime? How about that lunch? Sounds good to me. The district looks different during the day. Kimiko is eagerly digging into a massive pile of ribs in front of her. The ribs are the best. I don't know why it's ribs she's ordered every time. If I take my eyes off her for a second, all that will remain of her ribs is a pile of bones. I ended up ordering something very simple. Come on, Akira. You need to eat more than a plain bowl of rice in your diet. That's pathetic! Akira, what the hell? I like... Gross! Like, I mean, rice is great, but you need something. Put a little bit of butter on there, some teriyaki. Hell, put some soy in a raw egg. Do something. Just because you like something doesn't mean you should only eat that thing you like. Again, awkward phrasing. You can talk. No, you can't talk, Kimiko. If that is your real name, or is it Komoko? I stare at the gigantic pile of bones on her plate. What? Nothing. Don't worry. Lowercase I. Anyway, take a drink. You should really learn to broaden your horizons. It's a weird dynamic that we've settled into. She's technically only my assistant. It's much more of a partnership than anything. She consistently pushes me to improve my lifestyle. You have to eat better, you have to show up to work on time, stop looking at those girls that way. It's nice to have somebody who worries about you. Akira, are you listening to me? Right, sorry. I got lost in my own thoughts there. Damn it, Akira! Why are you such an airhead? I didn't think my head was full of air. Honestly, it's kinda cute when she starts calling me names. It's like she's trying hard to insult me, but it falls flat. She just shrugs. Maybe I could hit you in the head and see if it rings hollow. I don't think that'll be necessary. Perhaps it is. Want to stay a little longer? A little longer? We're on high alert, but we don't have to stay at HQ necessarily. Why don't we spend a little longer out on the town? Oh, okay, not stay a little longer at the rib joint. A small smile forms on her face. I would love to, Akira. It's kind of weird, but somehow she's really grown on me. How's that weird? I guess all we can do is wait and see what happens from here. Suddenly, we begin to hear the sound of people panicking. Akira! Don't worry, I'm on it. I quickly checked my PDA. I think personal digital assistant, but PDA in this context kind of made me think public display of affection. There appears to be an incursion happening right now. We better move right away. Whatever this thing is, it looks like a big one. That's what Kimiko said.
Nice.
Right. She nods at me. Oh, but first, are we gonna pay our bill? What could be so important that we need to wait? I walk up to the front counter.
Gotcha,
Just want to pay for our meals first. Yeah, Akira! Also called a trope out of nowhere. But you said we were gonna split it. Just let me do it this time. Yeah, we're in a rush. We don't have time for a split bill. You can shout. Again, shout. Is this some lingo that I'm unfamiliar with? I have to Google this. Holy fuck, it actually is a term on Urban Dictionary. It's Australian.
All I had was me undies on.
Are we in Australia? Australians don't have pachinko. Australian term, meaning to buy or give to someone else. I'll shout the next round of beers. Well, holy fuck. Maybe it's an Australian localizer. That might make sense. That's reasonable. We couldn't just leave without paying. We could. We're trying to save the world. I'm a law-abiding citizen after all, except for the firearm? If we're in Australia, we absolutely can't have a firearm. With that out of the way, we hurry towards the source of the incursion. Kimiko already has her gun out.
Damn.
Shoot first, ask question later. Well, maybe we're in the US. Got it. A number of tiny black holes dot across the sky. Out of them come small, dark creatures. Ah, they're gremlins. I hate gremlins. All the more reason to start firing. A handgun is not going to be sufficient here. Gremlins and small, you need like Gatling gun. Together, the two of us begin taking them down. But for every one we shoot, two more seem to pop up. Yeah, see, need machine gun. Damn, there's a lot more of them than I was expecting. Don't worry, we just need to shot more of them. I think that should be shoot. Yeah, we really do. Seems like such an obvious solution. Just keep shooting them until they run out of numbers. But that doesn't seem to be working this time. Do we have ammo? Despite our perfect aim, we find ourselves pushed back. The gremlin swarm begin to swell with numbers. In fact, they're beginning to fill the streets to the brim. That's literally millions! Unless the gremlins are huge. I'm thinking like the 6 inch? Not 6 foot, 6 inch things? I only have my gun on me. I don't have any equipment to deal with an incursion this size this moment. Kimiko looks like she's struggling to stand her ground too. This is looking pretty bad. Actually, this is looking really bad. Nuke it! Nuke from orbit! Akira! Yeah, I know. The two of us know for sure that we aren't gonna be able to hold this off by ourselves. We're gonna need more firepower. We might need to call for Trial? I think that should be trail. I trail off as I hear something boom in the distance. The gremlin horde freezes as the sound echoes throughout the streets. What is that? Good question. Boom, boom, boom. Something powerful is coming this way. I didn't see a breach big enough for a large creature to emerge. But whatever it is, it's closer. I'm gonna need a bigger gun. What is that from, is that Xenoblade 2? That really awful song from Xenoblade 2?
Is this thing on? Is anyone there? I need a bigger gun.
Just leave it to me. As Kimiko begins to materialize something bigger, however, a sudden explosion in front of us causes all the gremlins to go flying. What the hell? A cloud of debris blocks my vision for a moment. And then, it's then that somebody else comes into my view. You are extremely, like half left, no, not Left 4 Dead. You're looking Sword Art Online. What's the girl from Sword Art Online 2? Oh, her name is escaping me. She's the sniper. I swear, you've even got the same hair bangles. I'm positive in that. I really want to look that up. Asada. And not quite the right hair, but almost. Ma'am, your shorts, your jeans? Something is fucked up about your lower clothing. A strange-looking woman is resting her foot on top of one of the gremlins. Her tattered, jeans barely cover anything at all, giving me an unobstructed view of her.
Another one.
I like the word plump this time. That's a good word. Her plump thighs push out against the places where only one jean leg is torn. The other leg of the jeans is completely gone. What's even more striking is the tiny top which barely covers her chest. As she stands there, taking in deep breaths, I can't help but watch her chest heave up and down. Kira, what are you looking at? The clear demon gremlin slain massive tiny thing. A very fine pair. That's what I'm looking at. Stop it right now. How? Kimiko seems to get really mad at me. What? I'm not allowed to say what's on my mind? You were the one who asked what I was looking at. You aren't actually supposed to answer. Why is she so mad at all this? Okay, but we are still protagonist stupid. I just shrug it off. Yep, we're protagonist stupid. You there.
You there.
Ogre.
Ogre.
I. The strange girl turns to look at me. Who are you? I'm me. Hard to argue that. What is your name? Me. Who's on first? This is just gonna go around in circles unless I ask her some proper questions. Do you know what these things are? Maybe. How do you stop them? How did you stop them? I hit them until they stopped moving. I like her. She answers questions properly. You did this with your bare hands? Yep. She must be one of those kind of people. I'm guessing her power is abnormal strength. Oh, so she's a superhero. Definitely not the kind of person I could take on right now. You have a gun! She doesn't look like she's an extra dimensional. So I'd better call HQ and ask for more information. Stay there for a moment, please. But before I can act, she disappears into the streets. Hey, get back here! She moves too fast for me to catch up, however. Who was she? I don't know. But I'm gonna have to tell HQ about this right away. Someone like that doesn't just show up out of nowhere. I'm gonna need some answers. And this is where we're gonna call our first Christmas part. When we come back next time, of course, we'll continue on. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Later.